Hey YouTube, NCG here, bringing to you guys a deck profile on a build that I've just been recently working on, and that is my insect deck using the all new, really cool and interesting support that came out in the Legendary Collection Millennium Pack. So I'm going to bring up the deck profile, which is right here. As you can see, there's a lot of crazy text in here, but overall it melds well quite nicely. It melds well very nicely. There is some obvious tweaks that you can make to make this fully more competitive. I might try to make this easy to build, low budget deck, but who knows, if I feel like in the mood I might add in some more consistency cards, things like Poetic Desires and that kind of thing, things that I like to keep spare in my spare pile in case I need it. But I thought I'd bring to you guys this skeleton build that you can at least take, retweak, make it for your locals and to your playstyles. So let me run through the deck and explain some of the choices that I've made. So to start off, we have the monsters, which is 19 monsters. We have ultimately metamorphosized insect queen, earthbound immortal Uru, perfectly ultimate great moth, double dust kaiju, double sticky string kaiju, 3 parasite paranoid, 3 resonance insect, 1 gokipon, 3 galaxy worms, and 2 traptrix mammalia. So start off, I've picked these big insects. In a deck like this, you've got to have some big insects to summon off your paranoid and your cocoon evolution to get the most out of it. At least paranoid has to summon a big guy, but cocoon can summon anything, but you kind of want to summon something big to get again the most out of it. So I'm going with the 1 metamorphosized insect queen just because it gives your insects protection, and if it does attack, you can do some nice combos like tribute off a renaissance insect, so it can attack again, and then you can get a token after it, and then resonance can search you another big insect to combo with a parasite paranoid later on. I've gone for let's go for the simple one here, which is the perfectly ultimate great moth. I thought I've got to try this out. I've got to play it at 1 just because it's a massive monster, 3500, that you can summon off your cocoon and paranoid, so why not give it a go. But the interesting tech that I've got in here is the earthbound immortal Uru. So I wanted to go for the kaijus definitely, because the kaijus is easy to summon, removes threats for you, as well as being big insects that you can summon off your spell card, off your insect cards. So because of that, and the way that this deck plays and just naturally plays, you can get a lot of monsters in the graveyard, so you can stack up counters with the Kyoto waterfront. So I thought I'll go with one of the earthbound immortal Uru, just because it's a big insect you can summon again off the insect cards. It can't be attacked if there's a field spell in play, which Kyoto will obviously be your field spell, which can also protect itself. And not only that, but Uru also has an interesting effect, where once per turn you can tribute another monster on your field, and then you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls and take control of it into the end phase. So it's kind of got like a mind control kind of like ability, but it combos well with some of the insects again, like resonance insect, which then you can get search. Uru can steal something, so you can remove more threats. So you can like kaiju your opponent, summon the Uru, and then you can steal the kaiju back, or you can steal something else. Uru is also 3000, so Uru is actually really big. But I think it's just, it's the second biggest thing in the deck, next to Ultimate Great Moth. So I'm going to be trying this out. It looks really fun, and I managed to get like 2 copies off a friend of mine, and so we'll see how it goes. But I've gone through the kaijus. The kaijus are pretty standard. Parasite Paranoid, you've got to play this card. It literally is one of your main it is your main combo piece. It stops your opponent from attacking your insects and targeting them, negates abilities, and it also, when it's sent to graveyard where equipped, you summon an big insect from your hand. The resonance insect is like the nice glue for this deck just because of its ability. If it's sent from the field to graveyard, you can add a level 5 or higher insect from your deck to your hand, and then if it's banished, you can send an insect from your deck to graveyard. We're not going to be using that banishing effect. I don't think anything in here banishes, but you're literally going to be using it for the sending ability. One of the good combos that you can equip it with the Paranoid, and then send it with the Ultra Cocoon, which then you get 2 summons off your Cocoon and Paranoid and a search of the Renaissance. So you can search like a Kaiju and then Kaiju your opponent, do some crazy things. So Resonance Insect is really good. I'm going with the one Gugapon just because I know it's a battle effect, and those are kind of like slow, but it's just one of those things where if you have it, you can just have a nice set. But it does search out your Paranoid, your Galaxy Worms, and your Resonance. So if it's destroyed by battle and sent to graveyard, you can add insect with 1500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. So it's a good consistency card, but I'm only playing out one just again because it is a battle monster. So I wanted to fill out the deck, and Galaxy Worm is something I came up across, and it's actually really nice tech in this deck. It's an Insect Light level 3, where in its normal summon you control no other monsters. You can special summon the Galaxy with effect monster from your deck. So you literally just summon another one, and you go into your 2 rank 3 monsters. You can also go into your link monsters as well, like your X-Caller. So Galaxy Worm's a nice little tech that I'm trying out, and so far it's been going very nicely. And to round up, I've gone with some of the trap tricks. In my actual IRL build, I'm actually siding the rest of the trap trick engine, just in case for those like game 2s and that kind of thing, where I know I'm going first. I want to put more stun cards in there, so I've gone for the trap tricks, but I've only put 2 Mamela in here just because bottomless is actually pretty good at the moment, especially if you can search it, and it's at 3. So I've gone for 2 trap tricks just for that additional insect. For the spells, I've gone for 1 Slumber, 2 Chaotic Warfronts, 1 Terraforming, 3 Ultra Cocoon of Evolution, 3 Worm Baits, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, 2 MSTs, and 1 Rank Up Magic, the 7th one. So the Kaiju cards are pretty standard just because I've gone for the whole Kaiju engine, which just naturally works well with the insects. Ultra Cocoon of Evolution, I've gone over this many times, so we all understand what this. But it also has a nice drawing effect, which is actually pretty good. So you can shuffle it into the deck and you can banish it, target an insect, engrave, shuffle it, and draw a card. So it's pretty good there. The 3 Worm Baits is because we're a full insect deck, like literally all of our monsters are insects, so we can get 2 free tokens on the field to go into our link plays, which is really nice. Being able to go into like a Mrs. Radiant and buff up some of your insects, so like literally Ultimate Great Moth becomes a 4000. Mutated Queen becomes 33, even your Sticky String becomes 1900, which is really strong. 1 Monster Reborn standard in decks like this, and in general. Dark Hole, you can put this out for Regeki if you want to go a bit more higher budget, but like Dark Hole is pretty good, especially with like the Galaxy Worm. 2 MSTs just for those back row hates. This can be Twin Twisters, Cosmics, whatever you want. And the 1 Rank Up Magic, the 7th one. So to quickly go over it, I am playing the Rebarian Shark. So the combo is you can go Galaxy Worm to Galaxy Worm, overlay into Rebarian Shark, equip it with a Parasite Paranoid, and then you can go Ultra Cocoon. So then you can send the Rebarian Shark, get your 2 summons off your 2 insect cards, and then Rebarian Shark stacks your deck with the 7th one. So then you can on your next turn go into like a Honor Dark or a Neo Galaxy Ice Tachyon. So it's just a nice little combo that I wanted to add into the deck and just see how it goes. So for the traps, I've gone for a simple budget trap lineup, but they're all actually pretty good traps, especially for like a local event. 3 Bottomless for the Mamelio, 2 Lost Winds because it actually combos well with the Bottomless and just general good effect negation, and it also helps your insects seem a lot bigger because you're halving your opponent. Lost Winds actually pretty good, and the 1 Warning just because it's a standard negation trap, everyone's playing it. So that's the main deck. Your extra deck is pretty standard in a way for a deck like this. So I've gone for my 7th one targets of the Neo Tachyon for big beat stick negation, and the Honor Dark for removal. I've gone for the digital bug engine of the link rank 3, 5 and 6 just because they can all overlay on top of each other and just do some nice little plays. I've gone for the Reflesio because of the trap tricks. The Rebellion Shark I've gone over. For the links, I'm not going for the link 4s just because I don't see myself going into link 4s. I don't even see myself going to the extra deck so much other than the Galaxy Worm combo and the 7th one. So I've gone for the Decode Talker just because there's a strong link 3. I've gone for the X Crawlers just because I do play Earths and Insects, so I thought why not. And the Mrs. Radiant as well because they're my Earths. So guys, that's the deck. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope this gives you some ideas for your insect decks. I am going to be working on this just because with these new support cards, insects are now like really interesting and like just a lot more fun. I'm going to be testing them out a lot. I even got some crazy ideas in my head for like, you know, Rocket because of this like literally paranoid. The paranoid combo is just really strong, getting big monsters out. So I thought I'm gonna be trying that out. So especially even with the Earthbound, Rockets have a field spell. So that's that. But again, guys, I hope you all enjoy this. Stay tuned for all of our future videos. Keep liking, keep subscribing, and again, guys, I'll see you lot in the next video.